This video's got it all. KTM 350 coming at you hot. What's going on? I'm Derek Harris here at HP Race Development. Behind me, that's a 2022 KTM 350 SXF. In today's video, we're going to show you just how much power these bikes really make on our dyno, and we're also going to show you the difference between map 1 and map 2 so that you can make a decision what's best for you. Now, let's get right to it, see how much power this bike makes, and then from there we'll get our thoughts and impressions, and later in the video we're going to compare that power to what we got for a 2022 KTM 450 SXF. Map 1, definitely a little bit worse than map 2 from a power production standpoint. So if you're looking for a little bit more go juice, throw it into map 2 and you're going to get a nice bit of difference that's noticeable both on the dyno and on the track. So that was really nice. Now, something that we did test, if you happen to have one of these and you throw an aftermarket pipe on it, you really need to get them tuned. It makes a big difference. We had one come in that was a 21 from TJ Cycle up in Austin. Thanks to Riley for bringing his bike down. And we found that just the pipe, the full pipe that he had on the bike, plus the fuel he ran, which was just 50-50 race gas and pump gas, really didn't mesh well with the stock tune-up. So we found huge gains on his motorcycle in some tuning. We did a get ECU for him, and that unlocked or allowed us to get all of the power out of the combination that he had on the bike. So this applies to people with stock exhaust. It's got the insert in it. Everything's stock about it. The whole bike is stock. Map 1, map 2, definitely a little bit better on map 2. Now you know what these 2022s, and this applies all the way back to 2016, the bikes are pretty much the same. If you got a 350, that's how much power it really makes on our dyno. And what did you think of that chart versus the 450? Do you think these 350s can be competitive? Obviously, they're making pretty similar horsepower if you saw that in that chart. So, you know, if you ride them correctly, they do make competitive horsepower. And that was versus a KTM 450, which is actually one of the strongest bikes on my dyno. Of all the 450s. So this actually makes more horsepower than, say, a stock Yamaha 450, at least on my dyno. This makes more horsepower than a bone stock Kawasaki 450, at least on my dyno. And it definitely makes more power than a bone stock RMZ 450, and we're talking horsepower production. So these bikes make really, really impressive power for what they are. And we'll do another video talking about a 250, a 270, and a 350 in comparison, and you can check back for that video later. In the meantime, be sure you like this video, subscribe, and check back for a heck of a lot more content coming at you